The parking lot was quiet that morning. Too quiet. A silver sedan sat perfectly aligned between faded white lines. Its doors locked, windows rolled up. Inside, everything looked normal. Wallet on the passenger seat, phone charging in the console, keys missing. There were no shattered windows, no blood, no overturned belongings, no sign of a struggle, no witness, and yet someone had vanished. Her name was Lena Moore. Lena was the kind of person people described as predictable, not in a boring way but in a comforting one. She called her mother every night at 9:17 p.m. She took the same route to work every morning. She never missed her Friday grocery run. And she never, ever disappeared without telling someone where she was going. Until she did. The last confirmed sighting of Lena was a grainy security clip from a gas station at 6:42 a.m. She stepped out of her car, paid for coffee, smiled at the cashier, and walked back outside. The camera caught her opening her driver's door. Then nothing. By noon, her coworkers were calling her phone. By evening, her family was calling the police. By midnight, the case had already begun to slip into a familiar, dangerous category: voluntary disappearance. Investigators pointed to the lack of evidence. No struggle, no forced entry, no witnesses. She probably left on her own, one officer reportedly said. Adults do that. But Lena's mother refused to believe it. Because mothers know patterns, and they know when something breaks them. Lena didn't take clothes. She didn't empty her bank account. She didn't post a goodbye message or make a single unusual phone call. Her laptop at home was still open, a half-written email blinking on the screen like it was waiting for her to return. Days turned into weeks. Posters went up. Tips came in. Most were useless. Some were cruel. Then, 3 months after Lena vanished, a detective noticed something everyone else had overlooked. It wasn't what was missing. It was what was too perfect. Lena's car hadn't just been parked. It had been placed. The tires were straight. The mirrors folded in. The interior clean. No fingerprints except her own. Someone had taken time. Someone had been careful. That detail shifted the case from random disappearance to something far more unsettling. This wasn't chaos. This was control. Investigators began re-examining Lena's final weeks. That's when they found the emails. At first, they seemed harmless, professional messages between Lena and a man named Evan Holt, a consultant who had recently started working with her company. Polite, brief, ordinary, until they weren't. The tone changed. Subtle at first. Compliments slipped in. Invitations followed. When Lena declined, Evan didn't get angry. He got persistent. Just coffee. Just to talk. You owe me a conversation. Lena had stopped replying 2 weeks before she disappeared. Phone records showed Evan had been near the gas station that morning. Not directly there, but close enough to make investigators uneasy. When questioned, Evan said he barely knew her. That was a lie. His apartment contained photos of Lena taken from a distance. Notes about her routine. Times she left work. Places she stopped. He knew her pattern. And on the morning she vanished, he knew exactly where to find her. What investigators believe happened next was not violent in the way people expect. There was no screaming, no struggle, no witnesses, because Lena trusted him, just enough to let her guard down. Witnesses later recalled seeing a man standing calmly beside her car, gesturing as if explaining something. To anyone passing by, it looked ordinary. 2 adults talking in a parking lot. Normal is the best disguise. Evan was arrested, but without a body, the case stalled. He denied everything. His lawyer dismantled the circumstantial evidence piece by piece. And Lena remained officially missing. Until 2 years later. A hiker deep in a wooded area miles away found a shallow grave marked by nothing but disturbed soil and a broken bracelet. One Lena's mother recognized instantly. The cause of death confirmed what investigators had suspected all along. This wasn't random. This wasn't impulsive. It was planned. In court, the prosecution focused on what wasn't there. No struggle because Lena was deceived, not attacked. No witnesses because the moment was engineered to look ordinary. No chaos because the person responsible wanted control, not attention. Evan Holt was convicted, but closure came at a cost. Lena's mother later said something that stayed with everyone who heard it. People think danger looks loud, violent, obvious, but sometimes it looks like someone you almost trust, asking you to talk for just a minute. Today, Lena's parking space at her old workplace is still empty, perfectly aligned, undisturbed. A reminder that the most frightening disappearances aren't the ones filled with noise. They're the ones that leave nothing behind at all.